But hush.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Here we go. So Golden State will get the first possession. Now here's Curry. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Wiggins. On the wing, Curry. James with the rebound.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Green. And stolen by Vanderbilt. Here's Reeves. Knocks it loose. Healed on the wing. Back to Curry. And just over a minute played here to start the game. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I don't know what you do with Steph in the pick and roll situation like that. He capitalizes because of the separation, and it doesn't have to be much.
And there's James from the arc. And again, the Lakers no good.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Back to Kuminga. Pass to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry's shot is off.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Davis. Right side Vanderbilt. Here's Finney-Smith. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Pass to Hield. Fires, high post. The kick out to Wiggins. Off target from outside. The Lakers trail. Left side, Davis. Inside. Here's Finney-Smith. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to go on Draymond Green. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Now here's Vanderbilt. Outside Reeves. Here's Finney-Smith. Left side Davis. And finished off by Davis!
What a throwdown by AD. He really rocks the rim with that one.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Substitution on the court.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Now Schroeder. Outside Pajemski. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. What a rookie year for Brandon Pajemski. A seamless transition into the league.
You talk about a guy who could come in and contribute right away. I remember the stretch last year. He had 3 straight games with double-doubles without a turnover. Now, that's some heady play for a rookie. Pajemski, he's got a great calmness and a great demeanor about him, but always willing to make the next play.
And it's Teague missing. The Warriors trailing. Down low. Here's Jackson Davis. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Ball with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. Pass to Teague. Launches it. And the Lakers get it back.
You gotta love this Connect kid. Started at a smaller Division I school, transferred up to play big-time college hoops, and now he's here.
And he makes the first. Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
And even though Schroeder might be on the light end of things when it comes to his weight, he remains relentless driving towards the basket.
Oh, stolen by Payton. Here's Moody. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Pass to Hayes. Outside Teague. Three-pointer, no good. Outside Schroeder. Back to Jackson Davis. And it's rejected. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. The Warriors on top. They're up by 3. And back to the
7.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Pass to connect. Three-pointer. Kuminga pulls it in. Now the Warriors with it. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
And here's Curry for three. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. Here's James. James with the focus.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Here's Curry.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Second personal foul.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
LBA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league. And you are at the mercy of LeBron James once he gets that kind of positioning. Nice finish.
Here's Curry. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Fast break. Here we go. Kuminga soars in for the slam. Man, he makes it look easy.
Big time slam there from Kuminga. His coaches and teammates encourage him to get up strong like that.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Brent, you've always seen the flashes, but now it seems the game is slowed down for Kuminga.
Well, BA, a lot of fans clamoring for Kuminga to get minutes even earlier on, but the Warriors took a very slow approach to his development, and now you're starting to see some of that athleticism and strength and some of that patience paying off for Jonathan Kuminga. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And here's Wall. Here's Teague. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
The drive by Hield. The kick out to Wiggins. On the wing, Curry. Curry buries the triple.
I mean, what's new? Steph, 3 more.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter.
2 minutes.
Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Wall. Ooh, poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. To the middle. And stolen stolen by Reeves. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends. Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Warriors trail by 4. Schroeder with it. Guarded now by Finney-Smith. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Here's Reeves. Here's Vanderbilt. Right side Reeves. Second shot opportunity. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Lakers lead by 6. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor. That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Moody. Back to Jackson Davis. Outside Moody. Outside Kuminga. Outside Payton. Clock at 6. Shoots from 12. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Schroeder. Driving to the basket. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Schroeder's gotten his second bucket.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in, coming off that pick.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Lakers ahead. They lead by 7. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. James outside. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Back to Reeves. Up top, Davis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks.
From the corner, LeBron so versatile offensively.
Pass to Kuminga. Back to Curry. Kuminga with it. Outside Curry. There's the three. Good work defensively by James.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Has to connect. On the wing, Finney Smith. Back to James. On the wing, Davis. Here's Finney Smith. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Warriors trail by 11. Outside Curry. Outside Kuminga. Back to Curry. 4-3. LeBron with the rebound.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Pass to connect. Hauled in by Curry. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 11-point game. It's off to L.A. after this game, where they'll face the Clippers. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Out to Hachimura. Shot is up. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Rui working on that hand speed. Excellent.
Outside Payton. Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to Payton.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Curry with it to get back on track. Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that three off. Beautiful shot.
Pass to Hachimura. The three knocks down the triple.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Here's Curry. Oh, Curry, what a tough finish.
And Curry's found his groove out there, and that's a scary thought.
.58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Nails it from three. Teague's got 6.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Oh, Stephen Curry, shot maker extraordinaire.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Hachimura outside. That three's off the mark. Warriors trail by 11. And stolen by Hayes. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Teague. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And Hachimura with the lay-in. He's got 7.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Outside Peyton. The kick out to Wiggins. Back to Curry. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They're showing him
44.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. There's a screen by Kuminga. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Rui Hachimura.
Well, when Steph gets into the lane, he does a great job of shifting and moving the ball around and does not go away from the contact, forcing a foul.
I love the intensity he's brought to the floor since halftime, in constant attack mode.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's Connect. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Christie. Over Hield. Christie's shot is off. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. They trail by 11 to the paint. Jackson Davis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's what happens. You play up on Curry too much, and then he finds an angle, delivers the ball. Devastating pick and roll.
Back to Wall. Pass to James. Nice work inside from James.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And here is Kuminga. Hachimura covering. Wiggins down low. James with the rebound.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Hachimura from long range. Here's Wall. Out to Hachimura. Sends it home from three-point land. Hachimura's got 10 points in just the second half. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Will go for a different look here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. They implored their guys to maintain their focus. The message was, don't commit any bad turnovers and no easy buckets. A simple message, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. The Lakers lead by 14. James, that's good. James has got 4 points in the quarter.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Outside Moody. To the inside. Hield. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Yeah, for guards who are young players in the NBA, finishing around the rim is always a focus at this level. Nice job by Hield there.
Here's Teague. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Hield. Outside Curry. puts up a deep three. Rebound by the Lakers.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The shot by James, no good. Warriors trail by 17. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Curry. Curry creates inside.
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
You got the camera right on. Give yourself a round of applause. Substitution for your...
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. On the wing, Davis. Over Kuminga. Davis, that's good. And the Lakers lead by 17.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
1:25 left in the fourth quarter here.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Lakers.
A big key tonight, second chance points.
Yeah, B.A., they really hit the offensive glass. They won the battles for loose balls, giving them plenty of extra opportunities.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for LeBron James.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight, flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends.
And it's Connect missing. Here's Schroeder. Christie with a rebound.
Warriors foul.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajimski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Basket's good.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Here's Wall. No good with a layup. Outside Kuminga. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He misses the free throw.
Line for the Lakers. Wall. 2 shots.
Good on the second one. And so it's the Lakers easily.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Earlier in the season, the Golden State Warriors ended up losing their last game in this matchup against the Lakers.
Yeah, a snowball effect from that one. One thing would go wrong, then another. Really, the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
Now here's LeBron. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ball game. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
How about the focus? Steph going on the inside, has great numbers as a finisher.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Can't get it to fall. "14 feet away. That misses off the backboard. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for Golden State. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Curry. 6 to shoot. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games. Ooh, that's pretty clever from LeBron. Knows precisely when to rise up and let that one go.
To the paint. Here's Kuminga. Off with the layup. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Kerr. What do you have to say?
Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. That's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. James. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. It's Curry with the drive. That one goes. Count it. Curry's got his second bucket.
We don't talk much about Curry's athleticism. Some of that has to do with his conditioning, but he's gotten stronger. He's more creative with that dribble, and he's got that. First.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Curry outside. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the dunk by James.
And the defense make it too easy for LeBron James. Can't let him get that close.
Outside Curry. Pass to Waters. Inside. And that one's good. Wiggins. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Reeves. Still yet to score. And they double up Davis. James in the post. Stolen. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. Pass to Curry. They kick out to Heel. Kuminga with a wide open look. Triple from the wing. Kuminga's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors. James in the post. Good. LeBron's got 8 points. The Warriors leading. Right side Curry. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Pass to Curry. Here's Waters. The shot missing. Great D that time from Davis. Driving inside. Yep, it counts. He has 6.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's a tie game in the Bay Area. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when...
14. The Lakers 14.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
To the inside. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Outside, Wall. It's good. Wall's got his first points in this one.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it. And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong positions inside.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Wall's shot is off.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
The drive by Schroeder. Can't hit from in close.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Left side, Wall. 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. The shot's good from Hayes.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Green, the screen. It's Schroeder with the drive. And good that time.
Well, you don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
Now Wall. Pass to connect. Back the Wall. Floats one up. It's deflected. Pushing it up. Here's Schroeder. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
You can see how Schroeder's eyes get big whenever he has a chance like that. Surprising from the point guard position.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Pass to connect. From deep. It's rebounded by Waters. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Christie. .114 left in the first half. Pass to connect. And here they come. Here's Curry. Curry finishes off the break. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Teague can't hit.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Curry on the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Driving to the basket. It could go. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Warriors ahead, up 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Curry. Here's Waters. Shoots the 3. And James pulls it down.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And that one drops for him.
Sharing the basketball, Anthony Davis can do more than just score. Such an all-around special threat.
And here is Curry. 8 points for him. Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. The Warriors trail. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Curry deciding where to go with it. Here's Waters. Golden State moving the ball around. Stolen by Reeves. Puts up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Reeves has got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles. Pass to Wiggins. To the middle. It's stolen by Davis. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Good on the triple.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Davis in the corner. LeBron outside. The tray. They grab their own miss. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now here's James. 10 points for him. On the wing, Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Oh, size and strength, and then the length of AD getting up to jam it.
Warriors trail by 6. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. And they double up Davis. Shoots from the right block. And he can't bank that one in. It's a neck-and-neck game in San Francisco. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Healed outside. Outside Curry. Wiggins outside. Curry with it. He's got 13. Three-pointer Healed. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Lakers leading by 4. Pass to Davis. Puts it up from 12. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Curry, and the Warriors miss again.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Count it.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And so it's Los Angeles. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Here's James. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Down low. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Moody's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors. Los Angeles leading by 6. Out to the right wing. Now Hachimura. Back to Wall. Shot clock at 6. Teams absorbing hits on the drive.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
The drive by Green. Count it.
Just Draymond's overall strength on the inside to get in there and find his way to a tough basket in the paint.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. With an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pass to Reeves. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Reeves has got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Kept alive. Green. Here's Jackson Davis. Another shot. Goes up again. He lays it in.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Reeves outside. At the wall. Here's Reeves. Green with the block.
I like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Wall, that's a two-pointer. With 1 second left. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors trailed by 6. It's Curry with the drive. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. No good on the triple. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Both teams will make substitutions. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 6-point lead. Pass to Finney-Smith. Second shot opportunity. Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. Back to LeBron.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Fades back. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And it's the Warriors' ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Back to Curry. Pass to Moody. And Davis sends it back.
Look at the defense on display there from Davis. Lines up the shot. With perfect timing, swats it away.
Finney-Smith with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Launches a 3. They get it back.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Lakers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one. I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
and continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
The offensive rebound. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
LeBron with it. Kuminga picks him up. The kick out to LeBron. Lakers passing it around. Here's Cameron. It's rebounded by Curry. So it's Los Angeles winning.
You know, made all these millions and they signed no papers. Never made a statement. Wasn't there when we was rapping in the basement. They was throwing parties. We was the house party. We misbehaved. Gotta keep an eye on my Slim cause he shady. He ain't know what he was doing. I had to school teach you how to turn. I'm a tutor. How you jumping out of foreign pockets filled with all. I'm riding with a cougar, red and green Gucci sweater on, just like Freddy Krueger. Everybody around me family, we don't do recruiting. Everybody around me, they no telling who. Tell promoters book me, we gon' come and make a movie. All my friends got me riding with the. Got some on the way. Told Brody went to and he lost, and they gave him all day. Collect card, pick it up, feel him smiling through the phone. Told me keep my feet on these. He come home, you know it's on. If we locked in, ain't no switching up. Brody came home, went to pick him up. My man's I'm riding with a picture of. Shoot back to the crib, went to track hard. Got it tinted up, caught him off. Now he in a. Ain't no falling off. I done put $2 million up. Ain't no falling off. I done put $2 million up.